Excellent. So as we all know, and you are echoing like fuck. Push talk. As we all know, of course, everyone's favorite vampire elf does in fact sound like an adult Stewie Griffin.
Bruh.
Just getting it out there, so that just to ruin it for everyone else, because I heard it, and now so do all of you. Have fun, those of you at home listening to this whilst playing Baldur's Gate 3. Play a real CRPG, you bunch of nerds. Play the game that this setting is canon to, because we got a kind sponsor of the show. Got an item from the canonicity of the canon line of this show into the first Pathfinder game.
All I have to say on the matter is I feel like after killing the man who's basically responsible for holding your supposed lesbian lover in like a soul cage for years to be used to make dark decisions for Shar, I feel like you'd like to have some private moments to yourself, a little bit of tact. But no
sex for you.
Like she just dead ass said, "Leave us alone. I'm gonna fucking put my face directly in her thighs. I don't care if you watch. You can leave. Well, I'm not stopping." I don't know if Larian was real for that, but it felt real retarded.
At that point, there needs to be a nope out of the situation button. Like the one, as much as the Batman Telltale game was terrible for the most part, the option they added in to just grapple away from all your problems was a real benefit. Just that should be in every game. That should be a button. That should be a designated button. Like there's two designated buttons that every CRPG in this style should have. One, grapple away from the problems, and two, put the boots to him. Medium star. Every situation needs a button I can use to resort to violence. This is why I don't like 5e has become 5e is 2e with the balls cut off, as I've always said.
I want 3.5 back. At least 3.5 was enjoyable.
3.5 was a beautiful train wreck, but it was still entertaining to watch.
It was our train wreck. It was our train wreck, Bill.
You don't have to preach to the choir.
Bill, have you considered happy birthday?
Yes, thank you, Penny. It is Bill's birthday today. Happy birthday, Bill.
Happy birthday,
Time to shift the blame. It gets cold tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Everybody loves you, Bill.
I can feel myself age in real time.
You're welcome. I'm glad to have shaved off a year or two for you.
I'm an alcoholic Cajun today. This will never affect me.
Yeah, just twist the knife at the end, just looks at me, his seething fucking embarrassment, just goes, couldn't be me.
Listen, Bill, I'm dark and mysterious, just like the white women I'm interested in.
No, you just saw a chance to polish off the black Air Forces that you had on the side, and just thought, yes, let's slap these on for one last, let's take a chance to sink the cleats into Bill's kidneys once more. Guess what?
You're about to the breach, my friend.
You once more into Bill's rib cage. But by the way, you're about to regret that, because welcome to the boss fight.
Bill, you say that like I don't live to be an instigator.
We know. But nothing you do can ever put you on the same level as the shit Saucy gets up to in every session.
It's fine.
He's
a beautiful mess. He's a beautiful mess.
He's died in like 4 consecutive games.
I've never seen someone instant kill themselves from like a 12-foot height.
He fell 12 feet out of a window and insta-gibbed on impact.
I don't know what to say. Let him cook. He's burning it, but let him cook.
I've seen Saucy cook. It's even worse than when he plays games.
He talked himself into being part of the hostage situation.
He legitimately, it's impressive to watch. It's downright impressive, is what it is. It's mystifying to watch, because as much as most of you seem like you're barely alive, Saucy always feels like he's there in the moment, living it, as he dies screaming. I've never seen a living this man plays Pathfinder like it was sponsored by LiveLeak.
Does he potentially have like a deep set kink that he's playing up in fantasy.
At this point, I'm just convinced he's fucking with us. Like, I legit think he is gaslighting us all into thinking that he's actually like got horrible luck when really he's intentionally instigating his own demise. Like it's a speed run. Because I last time I saw someone speed run survival this fast, it was like when Seth Zintak's server found the Caves of Kud, like Discord was run by a bunch of morons, and they could actually get themselves banned inside of 12 seconds.
I suppose. Maybe he has a kink, and it's just that he decides to live his life.
Saucy is a smattering of degeneracies that are just kind of knitted together at the seams with, I don't know, Pop-Tarts and small amounts of raw ethanol.
Aren't you ever terrified if he and I end up playing a game together and you're the DM for it?
You notice how I've curated our listings carefully.
I noticed how you're pausing between the bits and like your heart skipped 2 beats.
And that's mostly the monster I've been drinking. This is my third one. I'm cutting it with iron brew to quieten it down.
You have your poison, I have mine. However, today's...
Oh, I got whiskey as well.
I do too.
Let's go.
However, today's bottle is Dow's Red Pine Fine Ruby Porto. It is aged 2007 and was made by Italians in a family-owned business for over 200 years.
The Italians usually know their way around port, I will say.
Mm.
I'm drinking Bell's Blended Scotch Whiskey, the finest rock gut that I could buy at the shop.
Famous grouse. Whee.
Ritzy bastard drinking famous grouse. Fucking bourgeois bastard. What's next? You know, you're gonna switch it up to Hague Club.
As I flick my finger through fucking Grubhub and DoorDash looking for deals, and every single deal they have is overly expensive.
From Zalmas for 50. To wish Bill a happy birthday, chat will speed up the boss fight. Everyone loses 20 hit points. Every single person, even NPCs that are not present.
I'm just looking at it as we all zoom in on Penny's character, who has 27 hit points.
So the boss fight is just radiating a negative 20 bone chill. Oh man, that's fun.
So yeah, the ritual kicks up and immediately just emits a wave of just raw gamma radiation.
Also, I like the idea that there's just like an entire orphanage that's been fucking cleaned out. Like you got all those
children have less than 20 hit points. Zelmas, what have you done?
Zalmas wants us to hurry
Don't
the
appeal
fuck up.
don't appeal to Zalmez's like care for the orphan. This character probably made many of those orphans.
See,
imagine like the nurses who work in intensive care where everybody just died at the same time.
No, you got to remember this is Licia. That some of the people in intensive care are some of the hardest sons of bitches in the entire setting.
I feel like at this point we might as well write Zalman as a character as an eternal lich who has multiple
he already
scrying
is
orbs.
Sir Ironwood, or like Sir Ironwood was made by him.
And he's also the person who originally, before Red Rumbler ascended, he was the player who played him. He is kind of already here.
He's everywhere. He made my dog too.
I suppose, but I want to headcanon that every time Zalmez just decides to drop anywhere upwards of $1,000 on a curse, that he's just, on one hand, there's a duality. You run Rumbler, and then there's just an unknown lich that's sitting somewhere in a crypt with like 6 scrying orbs attuned to different planes, and he just decides to focus on this one, like, oh, you've got something you want to say? Well, I wonder what you're gonna do about this.
I mean, it's kind of Dave, and Dave is allied with Red Rumbler.
It's like he just sits there, and that's his version of friends. Just, I'm fucking with these people because I don't like them.
I will say, Friends with that laugh track is homicidal. It really is. But as we don't want to anger the crowd anymore, perhaps we should, go on with the roundup from last time. Who would like to round up last time?
Since it's my birthday tomorrow, I will take the fucking sin for everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't remember shit.
Why is it that the note taker who also happens
immune to alcohol? Everyone else is addled by it.
I am dying.
Why is it that that the fucking note taker is also the alcoholic with good recall. Last time on Power Rangers Time Force, the party reconstituted from Basilisk Stone, an old-time man with an old version of Victor, who has a unsealed and not repaired seal vestige of Farash in his chest that makes bone glaives from his bones and blood. We escapade into deeper in the mines, upon which we encounter another Sabag Rock, which, with some timely level ups from level 5, the ghostly duo decided to summon a monster of their own, not to which to bogard the heat of the witch, which resulted in a slime poo monster that decided to start beating his shit in like he was a secondary writer in a Common Writer series. But unfortunately, as he was a secondary writer, not a main writer, on his mid-season power-up, immediately got pelted to the wall and executed Grand Marshal style. The party attempted to sneak past the encounter as best as they could, but the ghosts, one of the ghosts, not understanding that this potential change would possibly mean that they were visible to the creature, the retarded one of the bunch decided to act as a distraction, which, due to some untimely tile planning, led to them being pinned to a wall. Upon being broken from the wall, the party moved forward to discover the ritual chamber that was possibly heralded by the now Ashen Duergar, whose soul was consumed by the mace. That possibly is actually in the same position, because I don't think anybody actually picked it up. We then reveal a ceremony, then reaching its crescendo as it completes, and the potential boss fight of the session being laying before us. Will they survive? Will they live? Will the ghosts find a new way to fuck it up for the bunch? Who knows? Find out today.
Also, bless myself for I'm seeing that I put notes in the chat and I actually bothered to read them for myself. But I still need to roll knowledges.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, Bell, remember that before the encounter was cast, I used Anticipate Peril. Everybody, before the initiative was rolled, has a +5, including Victor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to need it because that fucking gamma radiation burst really did a number on the party.
Everybody except
I think the giraffe might just. I think the giraffe might have died on impact. I'm not sure how many hit points it gets.
I don't know. Is it based on his character level, or is it based on like a calculation level? If it's based on calculation, it might live. If it's based on his level and it's like a very small number, that thing is dead.
I think it's like level -3.
Yeah, well, what do I do? I was at 19, so
It will be locked at 1.
okay.
Yeah,
I have
that
solutions for that. Don't worry.
player kill.
Remember,
oh, hold on. From
we still have
Ren
the blood
for,
of youth.
I'm guessing 20. Next loot pile includes a scroll of testicular torsion.
Based.
I mean, they've got
Thank you,
the scroll that lets you turn your internal organs into like ropes, and they still haven't used that.
Wait,
But
Well-
the torsion scroll is always nice to have.
Well, we
I
haven't.
would like to roll my knowledges, please. Which ones would
Right,
be
okay.
preferable?
Would you
Smoke them if you got them.
Would you like a +2 to your assists?
Is this
Smoke them if
for
you
all of
got
us?
them?
Yeah, smoke them. Yeah, roll them if you got them.
Alright.
What knowledges are we rolling?
Roll them if you got them. Just try and do it like in a chunk, and then the next person, then the next person, just freeze. Well, Mark walks in, just racially profiles the whole room.
I walk in with, I don't like all you racists.
That was the cork was a nice like full stop to that sentence. God damn!
I'm surprised none of those rolled a 1.
I rolled
Never say
12
that out loud.
twice. I'm scared
Where
to
the fuck-
roll.
Don't be afraid. Listen, the chart has as many beneficial rolls as it has penalties.
I mean, tell
Yeah,
me about it with my 20 ability score on everything. What is this? I'm only rolling 21 in total so far. That's 3 times now.
Also, for ease,
Blackjack.
I'm going to apply my actual charisma modifier to my ability score for my willpower because I'm getting annoyed with having to do that calculation manually.
Fair play.
Aw.
Where is the second random roll table? There it is. Toby!
You ready for summons, Bill?
That's the next one. I know where it is. Give me a second.
Oh, I got a 30 in nature, which is probably not gonna mean shit. But
You'd be surprised.
Oh, Penny, are you done with your rolls?
no,
Alright.
I have one more.
Cool.
I'm going to say for whichever player has the highest roll in each of the ones I've rolled, I will defer my roll as a +2 to aid. So
The
if
highest
Penny
was a
rolled
nature roll.
Yeah, so if Penny rolled a 30 in nature, I'll defer my nature roll as a +2 to aid her roll.
Fucking
Why is
Legacy
your...
of the Flame Princess. Why is it so hard to find?
Since On rolled 31 in planes, I'll defer my planes roll to his.
Where's the fucking thing? Okay. Let's run down the list. I'm just gonna start revealing profiles now. It's easier that way. Okay, let's run down the list.
It's so strange to me to hear Bill and Aiden's voices now that I have like solid pictures in my brain of what they look like. Weirdly different.
Harry from Legacy is referred to me as looking like Hagrid, and I didn't have the presence of mind to say you're a wizard, Harry, and I'm very upset about this.
I know. How did you miss it, dude?
I was trying to be unobstructive and not get in the way of people, so and I just carried all your luggage up to that floor, so
Didn't
Well,
think
To be
of
fair,
it as you were
we did talk about going to the Harry Potter thing, so it was in context. He didn't just say it
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Zalman says that's
Okay.
not how Aid Another works.
we've done deference +2s before, so I'm carrying it forward. It's one of those things like someone says something and it jogs your memory.
Justin from Cold Warmeg for 50. Chaos,
Oh, damn.
chaos, chaos. Everyone in the
Oh, here we
party
go.
rolls D10,000. Happy birthday, Bill.
Hell yeah.
Oh, right. Thanks, Cormac. Let's go.
Kill me.
I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this to just derail this combat completely. Like the first result's gonna be something stupid, like everyone gains hit points to fall.
8,886. It's too many.
I guess this train is going to the east.
I suppose
On a
it'll be
one-way
something-
ticket.
No.
I suppose it'll be something really stupid, like the party heals to full, but everybody in the kingdom dies.
Everyone has Ligma.
God damn it! I need to use push talk on this. Any nearby water in a container becomes carbonated.
Way.
Okay.
Carbonated
Now it's all
water.
sparkling.
Hang on, let's look what the other result is. Where the
Aiden, you're
fuck-
becoming carbonated.
Oh no!
Oh god, you're under. Okay, 886. Where the fuck is it?
Under pressure.
Izzy.
Pushing in on me.
Someone shake Aiden. Someone pick her up and shake her.
All statues within a mile race to the area MR24. What the fuck is MR24?
I actually don't know.
You know what? Everyone's okay. Any water in a container is carbonated. That's that one. The first one.
Does Aiden
All right,
count?
so I'm now
Finally, forget Mountain Dew. Finally, crab juice.
Carbonated crab juice.
We have an early era Simpsons meme
Just
in the group.
from
Fantastic.
Captain
Fucking
for
fuck
20
yeah.
saying in DMs.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Thank
Who's
you,
that from?
very cool, Captain.
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 Oh no!
Thank you, Captain.
If it's
Right,
Captain,
Uh-oh.
oh yeah, Captain is typing. You should start sweating there.
I think
Well, those
that
other
in
rules-
honor of Zalmez's $50, we should make this boss fight take the entire 2 episodes.
You already shaved 20 hit points off of everyone. I'm on 7.
Wait, Zalmaz is a woman?
What?
No.
No.
She said she. I was just very confused.
Yeah, you misheard. Okay. It says someone's a clone of you, but you already do that, so I'm going to go to the other one. Target disgorges a large python.
What?
You're also doomed yourself.
Does it specify
what?
where it comes from? Because,
Yeah.
like,
I don't know, he's a ghost. It can come out anywhere.
Just a python materializes in his body. Just falls out.
It wouldn't be the worst thing.
Anyone in armor within 60 yards is enfeebled, which is fucking everyone.
Besides Baz.
Except
Wait,
the
no.
ghost. Except the ghost.
You have armor?
You're immune to
No.
enfeebling anyway. You got the strength. What? Oh yeah. Oh, you take a -4 to your no strength score.
I have
Fantastic.
armor. The fuck?
Next weapon to wound target is. Okay.
It depends. Are we depicting armor as clothing or armor as the actual class?
Reinforced
Because that
silk
shouldn't-
and ceremonial armor.
Next weapon to wound Neri is gets a +1 to hit them out thereafter.
Well, I think I'm gonna die, and whatever. If anything hits me, I'll die no matter what.
No, there's a way that I can fix this. It's okay.
Bill,
Let me cook.
would you mind copy pasting the results into the player's chat because it's a lot at the same time?
Do you be like that?
Yeah,
I've forgotten them all already.
Exactly. Carbonated soup.
Okay.
I remember I'm carbonated.
Okay. Going up from the bottom. Mark, your 1 in 5 chance when swimming to turn to stone.
just like
Every
real
time.
life.
What the fuck is
Neri.
being drawn in front of
Yes.
errors?
It's bad.
Next weapon to hit you gets a +1 to hit you. Baz, everyone within 60 yards, which is basically everyone, is enfeebled if they're wearing armor.
Wait.
Wait, can you read that again, please?
If you're wearing armor, you're enfeebled, which is a
Would I
Penalty to strength.
be included in that since my body is still reforming, or would I be reformed enough to be able to just
because
be
the
able
arm.
to affect as well?
In order to make here's the question: are you willing to sacrifice having the armor in order to, avoid this penalty to strength?
Nah,
Not even gonna use.
I'd
That's what I
rather
thought.
take the penalty, frankly.
That's what I thought.
What is enfeebled?
That is a -1d6 to strength
Oh,
as a penalty.
Yes.
I rolled it.
That's the
Okay,
Pathfinder.
Carl, you're gonna shit an entire python.
I incorporate a python and it falls through my being.
Okay. I
What
now
type
have
of python?
17
Burmese.
strength.
Okay. Is that the strangling one or one of the venomous ones?
All pythons are constrictors.
Okay.
They're all cute too. Have you seen them yawn?
Can I name it?
Oh no.
I don't care what the fuck you do with it. It's your python.
Okay.
And all water nearby becomes carbonated if it's in a container.
Including Neri.
Yes, Neri is now a can of carbonated crab soda.
So I now have carbonated blood of the youth.
Yes.
Ugh.
I will rename it
Kind of carbonate blood.
Child Energy.
The
What
fucking
type?
Davos tonic.
What happens if you carbonate blood?
Uh,
Put him
Die.
into one of those.
Technically, if it's in a
soda
body, it dies.
streams.
But if
Air
it's in
bubbles,
a
air bubbles in the blood is an embolism, which is bad news bears.
yes.
So you could.
Okay.
Wait, could you utilize a soda stream thing to like kill people?
If you're gonna plug a soda stream into a person, yeah, it's gonna do some harm. If you hook up a soda stream to a hypodermic tube, yes, it's gonna fuck someone up.
Okay, good to know.
They basically transform anything with blood that's
Okay.
carbonated into an
Word
acid
from,
soul.
Captain. Everyone, if you're below half health, roll 2d8 and add it to your hit points. It's 2d8
Oh,
heal to
shit.
anyone below half.
Very nice. Thank you.
2d8.
Ah,
Okay. Now,
Yay.
returning to the fucking nod shake you made quarter an hour ago. This is a Sub-Rock North School, which is essentially, it is a mage slave. These are mages who have it's because you rolled so well. The apparatus that is encapsulating their entire head is essentially a vice with a number of spikes in it that ram through in particular places to allow the mage to still cast, but they do not have any free will. They're essentially magical batteries, and the chest plate is a clerical foci, so that the casting can be directed by someone with divine casting. They are mage slaves. As a result, many of them have lost limbs. Most of them, their feet have either burned off from the background radiation of magic, or have withered away to dust. In these cases, it's unclear which, but they are mages who either couldn't survive Duergar society's treatment of them, which is not usually very good, or perhaps they were captured from other tribes. Now, of more pressing concern. Where is that? Ah, yes, it's under Hosting Nightmares.
What token am I looking at?
My attorney is informing me that I'm not to make the joke that is reflexive from this situation.
As the African American group, I implore you to do it anyways for the memes.
Well, now sidelining it has become a joke into itself. But here's a siege. Unrelated note. Here's a siege slave. These, you're not sure what they are, but they appear to either be large conglomerate undead, or, in at least one case here, a giant that has had armor bolted directly into their skeleton.
Oof.
After having the flesh peeled away.
May I roll my knowledge to attempt to identify at a distance with an advantage as being an undead?
Neither of these appear to be undead. I'll give that for free because someone rolled a nat 20 on a racial profiling roll. These are both appear to be somewhat augmented giants. Probably hill giants. They're not, but they've had. By looks of things, all hill giants are notoriously obese, mouldering idiots that just kind of crash through the countryside causing trouble. In this case, someone has set them on fire until the fat has burned from their bodies and their nerve endings are shredded, and then just armored them to the teeth with thick armor plating. Much of which is wafers of steel sandwiched in lead.
May I attempt to roll spellcraft, knowledge arcana, and knowledge engineering to attempt to see if there are chinks and also magical implementation in their armor crafting?
The armor is I'll give you this for free without having to roll a further one because you've rolled previously. The armor is quite crude. It's essentially space. It's kind of like an early space tank armor. It's just a smattering of actual armor plating with chunks of lead in between, relying on the pure strength of the giant to hold the armor in place. The majority of the actual defensive capabilities of the armor is just the sheer thickness of it. It's mostly just scrap bolted onto a skeleton.
May I attempt to still make the same rolls, but now with the augmented opportunity to see if it is possible to possess through it?
I'll give you this one free. The majority of it, with the armor being lead, it's almost impossible to possess through it without damaging the creature itself. If you can carve through or otherwise reveal chunks of it that are actual operative, so skull, heart, etc., as opposed to just the joints, it'll be fairly easy going to possess them because these creatures are clearly like hopelessly insane. They are controlled primarily from mental conditioning.
May I then alter it to a single perception roll with the opportunity to see if their mouths are uncovered?
Their mouths are uncovered, but they are severed. Their but just above the upper mandible, there is essentially a crack has been formed from blunt force trauma, and lead has been poured into the gaps. Essentially, their skull has been stoppered with lead. But because of how durable hill giants are, their eyes have their eyes have literally been burned out with lead and then regenerated over the lead. The gap is
Their
infinitesimal.
their entire being is covered in lead because I'm looking at the picture and I'm seeing their arm, and their arm doesn't look like it's covered.
There are chunks that are raw flesh, but they, for the most part, are either deadened, like there's layers of lead beneath as implants,
Mm-hmm.
and in the case of the mouth, that mouth is practically severed. It's most of the exposed parts have been severed from the body and animated as undead, separate from the body itself.
Okay.
They cannot chew of their own accord, as their jaws are a separate undead entity.
Okay, I understand. I belay my actions.
The mages, however, are largely unshielded. They just have restraining bolts in their skulls.
Is it possible to roll an Arcana check to attempt to figure out who is directly and responsible for the possession? The potential head that I'm assuming is out of view because I don't know what this token is here. Or if it is a outside external force separate from this chamber.
You get the feeling that these are controlled remotely. There is a unseen force that is bringing in commands from outside of the location, which is unusual because up till now the area has been completely shielded. The granite has interfered with everything else, but something is getting in here. It might be that this chamber was built specifically because there's a small seam somewhere where the signals can get in.
May I roll a combined perception and geography engineering roll with an alternative roll of Arcana to attempt to disrupt it using Grand Benevolency with application of Ectoplasm?
That you'll have to do on your turn,
Pooh.
as that is an active use of the skill. Okay, be as it may. Where was I? Okay, that's the mage slaves and the siege slaves done. And now for the gentleman in question, as I believe we got quite a good geography and a quite good knowledge of local. I'm going to reveal him because his name is, unless you know Dwarvish off by heart, it's not going to mean very much. This appears to be a Duergar who is in a constant state of his height being enhanced by his innate magical abilities as a Duergar. You've heard rumors that there are a couple of Duergar who are capable of maintaining the enlarged state indefinitely.
He's using an anti-manlet spell, is that what you're saying?
Essentially, yes. This Duergar is now at the stage where
Someone called
he's
him Mid
perpetually
King
about
once.
he's perpetually about 12 feet tall. You heard rumors that there are Duergar who are so advanced in that technique they can then cast it again on themselves and enhance further. Though those are usually reserved for rumors of the Duergar tyrants. That's it. To the ritual at large, it is a conjuration ritual, and it's summoning something in, and it is exuding an enormous amount of heat. Each of these bonfires that are burning these carefully selected piles of bones, they are burning nearly white hot, to the point where the different reagents within are reacting and forming these like rushing blue flames. The main circle is exuding enough heat that it's almost like a cutting torch. It is burning deep into the stone beneath it. Whatever it's summoning is substantial and a lot larger than anything here. And with that, I think it's time to put some tunes on.
That's a question. Would we be allowed to do a prepared action? Like, prepare spells?
Well, we're about to do the initiative. Just give me 1 second to get the audio sorted out.
Mm-hmm. I think the initiative order is not up yet, so if you roll already,
Mm-hmm.
it will not
E.
work.
Smoking me got 'em, people.
Which rolls are we smoking?
Initiative.
Initiative.
Oh,
Remember, +5 to everybody's initiative.
Oh. Okay. 20. Fuck. Let me change it. Thank you.
Okay. All right. I'll take that. That's my early birthday gift. Bring on the negative ones. Am I going first before everybody in this encounter?
You don't know about the enemies just yet.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if an enemy's gonna roll higher than 29.
Boy, you can click on your numbers and adjust them with the +5.
Oh,
I don't know
Bill.
why mine is
Yeah.
showing the.
Bill.
You'll
Bill,
have to roll
manually.
again.
important question. Does the +5 for Penny apply to Albert the dog?
I mean,
Albert will operate on her turn.
Okay.
it's my dog.
Long form way of yes, but I will accept it.
It's important everyone has full context.
I don't know. Like, I don't actually know if I had. This is why I don't like push to talk. Mark, did you try clicking? Did you remember to click your icon before you rolled the initiative?
I did, and then every other time that I rolled, I did that also.
Oh,
You
weird.
are in the order at the
Alright.
bottom, but it's a 0. You should
Yeah,
be
that's
able to
weird.
edit the number.
I think it's dependent upon what number we roll. But then
you'll
when we
have to put in
modify it-
Yeah, it just didn't-
26, I believe.
Because I'm
Shit.
clicking on sort, and it's not sorting it based on the highest or lowest number.
Yeah,
weird.
because it's the GM's
Right.
sort.
Yeah, it's a GM option. What's your total on that one, Mark?
He would have 26. His original initiative roll is 21.
Yeah, if you want the full total, it's nearly 60 or something.
I am not believing that his paladin is rolling higher than the charisma-based ghost. I don't
It's
believe
It's compacted. It's from
Yes.
several rolls. That's why.
that.
Being silly.
Get in the pond.
Weirdly, this you Armand, whilst you are the person with the highest initiative on the field, you're not the highest overall, but they are yet to arrive.
That doesn't make me feel happy, Phil.
It's not meant to.
I suppose you're not going to tell me when they arrive.
Don't worry, you'll know.
Find out.
That's very important.
They will be conspicuous.
It will be conspicuous. Swear to God, it's gonna be fucking Hadeon with everybody else in tow.
Goodness no, you think Hades getting anywhere near this situation? He's
From
a
a
scout, he's a scout, not a suicide bomber.
From a distance, he'll watch and be like, "I'm praying for you," and the tune will give a very girthy while they watch us get fucking murdered.
That's not far off the truth, to be perfectly honest with you. But be that as it may, Armand, the field is yours. Let's keep this nice and snappy and clean, boys and girls.
Okay. The ghosts are going to meet on this square, but then we'll move in opposite corners after feeling the tremor reach through everywhere, and will physically move up to their full distance using brand malevolency to combine their actions to give everybody a single dropper of the blood of Hughes, excluding Victor, who they already assume is going to deny it since he already passed on it before.
Correct.
To get us up to full hit points. Upon which, after using said action, they're going to use perception to figure out what the fuck is standing here in front of our witch.
I think that's just Baz.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
Baz's new
Baz?
artwork. That's Baz's new
He's
art.
back.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got titties now.
Are those what those circles are?
No,
No,
those
they're-
are
they're-
armpit guards. Sorry.
Yeah, they hang loose on the armor and they just dangle over
They
the gaps.
protect the knight against people who like saucy.
They protect him against nipple twisters.
Okay.
Almost Specky monk, I suppose. 5e be like that sometimes.
Upon which
Bruh.
they will use the remaining, because I believe this is 5. This was 5, 10, 15. And they will use their separate action to slingshot themselves back in position, push Amon back in the back position, look over at Baz, and address him. Where's my fucking dice? 1 second. Address him with the following questions. There's no percentage dice. There it is. Oh. You're back. What the fuck is what is with you? You were a fucking heart, and now you're full of fucking body. Are you a Benite? Do you worship the death ray?
So it was ordained. So it was.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Baz's new conviction.
Shit. Fucking death dude's pretty him. Are you sure your god isn't a cover for fucking Mercule? You're weird. I feel uncomfortable. I used to praise a god of the death ray, and you don't make sense. He doesn't make sense. You don't make sense. None of this makes sense.
I do not worship a god of death. I worship the first.
If we live through this, you and I are gonna have a serious question about your fucking golden god. Besides the point, are you ready to fucking rumble, boy?
Oh, imagine getting power scale in the middle of a boss fight on a divinity level.
I was reborn ready.
Open your mouth. Except for the blood of the youth.
No.
Are you sure about that?
I do not drink of the blood of the youth.
Back off, he didn't consent.
Wow, that's a
Sorry,
natural 20.
return.
He's hitting him with that niet.
Yes. Only had
I live and die by merit and my god's will.
Proof.
I roll a natural 20 in the game, and I roll a natural 20 on my die. Words save us. Fine. Have it your way. Holy be her name. Sacred and ordained be your order. Have you arrived prepared to carry out the will of your god?
Bill, do I have the mace with me?
Yes. It basically springs to your hand like it's eager.
In that case, I shall flip up my visor, hold it aloft, and grin.
It almost seems to balk slightly at being stared down like this. Hang on, I need to get the fizz rep.
The ghosts will elect to look at him, then look at each other, then look at him again, then look at each other. And they will offer the dropper of the blood to the mace.
I would advise against this.
As the mace reaches out, a primal terror ripples through you as you feel yourself in the presence of something that devours creatures like you. It's as if it would be like a fly being in the presence of a 100-ton praying mantis.
We will attempt a diplomacy roll.
If you're trying to, I will warn, if you're diplomancing in combat, it will eat a standard action.
I understand. I did not intend on attacking in this turn.
Okay. It's even as well as you've rolled. There's this primal fear that is rooted in the back of your ethereal spine. It's as if I would most liken it to a person standing in a place about to be struck by lightning.
Leaning into the fear, they will stand regnizant as a unified pair, and they will game face. In immediate reaction to the terror. And they will speak to the mace and say, God damn it, I put my dice away and I shouldn't have put them away. You, who exists inside of steel, you are bound to this one. I understand I look tasty to you, but I implore you, look at the banquet that lies before you. Why have such a small smorgas when you can have an entire buffet? I don't care what god you do it in the name of. Have fun. Yeah, have fun. Don't fucking touch me.
Okay, that cloying fear that sits in the back of the spine makes you feel like a prey animal stared down by an enormous predator. Spreads to the rest of the party.
Oh, what the fuck?
By the way, Bill, the maze is probably like fizzing like crazy where Baz holds it, because any creature harmed by holy water that is being grappled or held by Baz is being affected as though they're constantly being hit by holy water.
It
As a
is
result
as
of
if
him being a bishop.
it is. I would liken it to a man dying of thirst in the desert, surrounded by an oasis, but as he reaches toward the water, has a branding iron wrenched into his spine. The pain is there, but it's tempered by hunger.
Baz, would you like to assist me in a small ritual? It's not necessarily a ritual, it's more like a diplomacy check.
What is it for?
We are going to tell the mace everything that is not directly behind you is food. And if it is willing to do its job well and serve the party dutifully, it will be rewarded with the blood.
I would advise against dealing with fiends.
While
Even a
Illudum,
mace.
while Illudum
Baz, could you
acknowledge-
roll me a sense motive?
Yes.
Can I assist him?
No, this is purely him.
Okay.
Alright. 13.
It's impossible. It's hard to get a read on the mace, but at the same time, there's something that makes the back of your head itch.
Oh, by the way, any creature within a 30-foot radius of Baz has to make a will save. Will visibly be disgusted and or feared by his, the fact that he's essentially holy water concentrate.
I don't even need to make the roll. They already feel disgusted by your holy aura. They just simply don't show disgust.
Please don't touch Eris, because it'll boil on her skin. Don't ask why.
Oh, the will save is specifically to show it. Or to resist showing it.
Okay. God damn it, I closed the extra window. Fuck. Open my stats.
By the way, I'll tell you this one for free. Anyone going into the actual chamber where the ritual's going down will need to roll fort saves on each turn because the area is like a furnace.
Does a 27 pass?
Yes.
They still show visible disgust, but it's less than if they were to be violently reacting like a vampire in front of a holy symbol. They simply nod at the mace, and they hold the dropper in hand. And while acknowledging your suggestion of not dealing with fiends, Ludum will respond. Only D20 for this. While I understand your concern, this is a matter of life and death. And the mace, regardless of how we might personally feel, just like Victor in this moment, stands as an ally.
You do make a good point, Ghost. considering the circumstances.
In reaction, Armand responds, "Are we really? Goddamn, that's another 20. Are we really trying to make?"
You want to stop rolling that shit? It's using up all your luck. It's a finite resource.
Are you really making fucking deals with creatures we fucking bound? Are you seriously making deals like this right now? A time like this? I don't know if I like this. This is a bit much. I said I didn't want to come down here because I knew I would die down here, but you're really pushing this fucking important, man. This is too much. This is too much. This is too much. This is too much. Which reaction? Get yourself. That's another fucking 20. Get your fucking self together.
Saucy must be in the chat.
We're getting a get on with it from Wormack.
Get your shit together and get on focus. I don't have time for your antics. Baz, yay or nay? Do we reward the mace for its actions or not?
We shall see afterwards, but we must make it no promises. For now.
I agree. However, let me say this to the mace. And it gets real close, not close enough to be in striking range, but close enough. That's another fucking 20, Bill.
You need to weigh that dice, like putting it in like a saline solution to see where the bubbles are in that plastic.
I've done that. It's literally balanced. I don't know what's happening.
Well, fucking balanced like a fucking Dream Squad press class.
If you perform well and you behave, I'll give you 3 doses instead of 1. An extra 3 if you get me inside of one of those big hulking beasts. Make a big hole, yeah? Yeah. And his eyes gleam when he says this.
Right, those of you who are watching like all the steam smoke pour out of this ritual circle, everyone else could you want a perception check? But not Baz, not
I'm too far away.
Armand. No, you're fine.
Okay.
It's better to be further away in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fairly easy roll. Okay, yeah, Neri definitely sees this. Some of you see that there's something disturbing the smoke. Neri, what you see is emanating from the mace. It's somewhere between tendrils and hands. But it extends out to somewhere in the region of 30 feet of crawling, clawing hands that you can only see where they disturb the smoke. Whatever is bound, you're on push to talk.
Oh shit! I said yeah. Okay, well I'll point this out to everybody. I guess. You see these weird hands?
Where the hands touch, you just see the stone in the ceiling just turn to slurry.
Okay.
Upon
the mace is hungry.
Give me. Okay.
Upon this information, the ghost will grin and amend his information, his eyes now turning from his normal to complete black and red. You can feel it too, can't you? You're hungry. I'm anxious. He's nervous. But it's a good offer, don't you think? You already took 1 bounty from me. I forgive you. I would do the same thing too. I understand. But you serve a god now, and you serve him, and I serve him, because we are a team. Soul to soul, eh? So, don't kill us, kill them, and be rewarded with the blood of the innocent and the wicked. In her name.
A phrase jumps into your minds en masse. This is to everyone. And it's a phrase that you understand it despite not knowing the language associated to it.
Justin from Zalmus for 20. Mana burn active. For every 5 minutes a turn takes, the player loses one of their highest spell slots. If they are out of spell slots or have none, take 1d6 untyped damage.
we're on speed rounds then, and I'll apply that to myself. To be fair, but because it may, what the line that jumps to mind in ancient Dwarvish, extend your arm and wield the end of days, which in Duergar is a single word. Which is not pronounceable outside of Duergar, but yeah, there's this. It seems to be the name of the mace.
Is this the similar fragment that I was gifted by Mattoon upon my vision before we killed the Duergar?
It seems to be more a personal motto. Essentially it is what this mace was forged for. It is not a statement of true name; it's a statement of intent.
Did it just fucking live, laugh, love us, Bill?
Pretty much, but on a demonic level. Yeah. Which some would argue, live, laugh, love is already there, but still, extend your arm and wield the end of days. It's up there with like, Frostmourne Hungers and
the mace and the ghost. The mace and the ghosts bond on this personal level. Maim, murder, eviscerate.
Kill, maim, burn. Now go forth and kill, maim, burn. Okay, I'm gonna rule this. Anyone taking it round over 5 minutes, the mace is gonna start eating you, and that is the reason for the timer.
Okay.
Armand, any other actions this turn?
They will continue to raise their hand, and they will look at the mace intently with blackened eyes in her name, making clear that it understands who's in control here.
Then another phrase crops up. I'm going to double check my notes very quickly. A roll to Zish. In this name conquer. The downward spiral.
They will show a knowing glance. And as the final action for this turn, in response, he's not a by knight, but I'm gonna fucking guess. I am a turn.
Okay. Mark, the field is yours. Your giraffe is looking unhealthy, even more so than usual.
Okay, so what I would like to do is, first of all, this rock wall thing, like that's in front of us, it doesn't go to the ceiling because we can see over it, right? Like
when the path was cleared out, it basically cleared upwards quite a ways. So if you were looking to jump over, you could.
Yeah, okay. So what I would like to do is ride the giraffe up it till we reach the top, then have the giraffe do a big jump to what, this siege slave thing. That's the direction we're going. So the giraffe runs up the rocks, does a big jump, then in the air I'm gonna run up the giraffe's neck like and then somersault off his head, hold the gorb in the air, declare it's gorbin time, like spin my belt morpher thing, transform into the commune rider, and then land, and then also while in the air, assemble the proletarian blaster thing that I put in the general chat, and then just take a big fucking shot at that dude.
Okay. In sequence, I'll get a ride check and a dance check, and then an attack roll.
Ride.
If you don't have ride, just use dance and I'll
Yeah,
figure in
I got it.
penalty.
Ride?
That's enough.
Then what? Dance?
Yes. God damn!
And an
Nice.
attack.
It's actually enough to get you past, like the actual, commandant. So if you wish to charge the siege slave directly, this man is favored by the dice.
Can I cheer him on for his attack?
Yes. You can, in fact, use an attack of opportunity to cheer.
Get that bread. Would it be a specific roll or just aid?
Yeah, aid another, or if you got a perform skill, use that.
What do you want for an attack roll? Should I just do another dance?
Just roll your MAB.
Can Albert cheer him on?
Well, when Albert howls, he tends to cause massive AoE fears. I mean, he might not be the best person for it. There's a very real chance that if he barks in the wrong direction, he might accidentally like dispel people in the party.
Oh no. Okay, his performance worse than mine. Anyway. I will cheer you on to get that bread. I tried.
The Siege Slave is also flat-footed, and the Proletarian Blaster hits touch.
Does the 8?
So its AC is 8. Okay, move yourself up to where you wish to go.
Oh, let's say that I land.
You bet you're on that 20. You got free reign where you want to be.
Yeah, let's say it's about. Fucking. Oh, I have to go through the fucking cubby
Hang on,
hole
let me
thing.
put you on the side. There you go.
Yeah. We would have got a bit more of a jump in than that.
You got a nat 20. You can go where you like.
Pretty cool, yeah. Yeah, we'll go back here.
Okay.
Look at him
Could
go.
you? What is the
Again, I know I said this last time, but that octagram is really triggering to me. Like, just because it's not. It's weird that it's got 8 sides. 8 points, sorry.
Oh, that's nothing. One of the major symbols of Pathfinder's like lore is the Psyhedron, which is a 7-pointed stir. It's even worse.
Oh. Oh, my brain is probably just slow. Don't mind me.
Like, what's particularly triggering about this octagram thing is that it's clearly like 3 like Star Trek symbols on top of each other. But that should equal 9 points. But it only makes 8 points because, of the way that they overlap or whatever.
Also,
I don't like it.
in from
No, I can't see it.
for 2.
So,
I just realized it was
damage.
muted.
Which is the, I believe for the Proletarian Blaster, it's at least a 2d6. Not sure what we'll go for the... We need to officially stat that at some point. We'll leave it to the chat at home for the episode 50.
What do you want me to do? Sorry.
Just roll 2d6 plus your strength modifier times 1.5.
2d6.
See what your strength is. So it would be 2d6 plus 3.
That's pretty lame.
The first shot from the Proletarian Blaster impacts on the armor, and you can see it leave a hefty dent in the soft lead. And a few like spiderwebs of cracks form on the outer wafer layers of metal. But the creature seems to be largely intact, and in fact just turns to growl at you.
Cool. I wink at him.
Okay.
Oh, he can't see me winking if I'm wearing a helmet, can he? Like,
It's implied. You can get a lot of emote, like you can emote through the mask.
Just say wink at him. With like the asterisks. It'll be fine.
Okay, any other actions, Mark? I believe you have a switch left.
Oh, actually, I wouldn't be standing on a giraffe in it because I used him as a further projectile, like for me to expand.
Again, you can place yourself wherever you wish at this point, within reason.
No,
As long as you're on the right side of the circle.
I'll just like get into a nice pose for the next round.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next up is the mage's turn. They will maintain the ritual. And in doing so, you can see the first cracklings of a summon begin. And starting to pour through the chasm of the rent open hole in reality. Not fully tangible yet, but currently forming are these heavily armored figures, squat, clearly Duergars, but clad head to toe in black metal.
Short-stacked bars.
Each is coated in a suit of half plate with a chain-wrapped shield and a almost pendulum-like short sword.
I just realized music again. How many of the wizards and the half-operated Duergar are currently appearing on the field?
2 of the wizards are currently in the area, and 2 of these black armor-clad Duergar have appeared so far. They've not fully become tangible. They're in the process of being summoned.
May I use 6 words to communicate something to the party?
Unfortunately, you would have already run over your word allotment in your own turn, so you'd
Fair.
have to wait till your next turn.
Fair.
Okay, as the Subarak North School continue their chant, their low, not even a chant, it's a thrum that echoes through the various implants in their body, resonating through the steel rods that have been pierced through their vocal cords, turning them into something akin to an instrument of themselves. But as that happens, the siege slaves, which have been mislabeled as god slaves due to, well, previous version of the name, will move forward. As they slowly plod forward, they bring forth these enormous black iron cleavers. And one has gotten into reach with you, Mark. Okay, that definitely hits. So no racy, isn't that, huh? Mark, you find yourself airborne. Or comrade, I should say. As you find yourself flung backwards into the wall. As one scoops you up with the flat of the blade of their polearm and hurls you into the stonework.
Can I not try and land it with like a pirouette or some shit?
You may roll a dance check to try and stick the landing. You land on your feet. But you were flung clean over your own giraffe. It was even beyond your reach. You couldn't even reach out to grasp onto the creature's neck. This thing flung you with ease.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It took all your control in the air from your dance training to not be scraped across the ceiling like a fly being hit by a swatter.
Oof.
The other one to the west, however, is still moving up. Thulduk's turn. Thulduk will heft his two-handed axe. And he will chant something under his breath. And as he does, you see these runes one by one, it's as if a flame catching on tinder just sparks from rune to rune, emblazoning each with burning white flame. And that will be his turn. Eris.
Fine. I think I would have not been able to prepare a spell.
You wouldn't have been able to begin casting, but you can certainly start casting now.
Summon Lamentation.
Okie dokie.
Question, how much range do I have of that?
That's an excellent question. I think it is a close range, so let me double check. It's only a 10 feet range.
It'll be fine. Yeah. I'll start casting summon.
Okay, well, when it's completed, we'll begin the rolls.
Yes.
Because if you get disrupted in the interim, be a bit of a moot point. So in the next initiative 20, it will spawn in, and we'll do the rolls.
Okay. So
You've got a swift action left over.
Albert will move here to protect Eris. And I guess would I be allowed to eat, like, use salves on me with a swift?
Swift would be able to you'll be able to take them from your belt, but you would not be able to use them.
I can use my telekinesis to get them out of my belt.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be then able to use the swift to use it?
Still be a standard to use, I'm afraid.
Damn.
Or at least an attack action.
Just slap myself with telekinesis with the salve.
You'd be surprised. That's one of the best ways to apply potions is to just load them into a cartridge gun and shove them up your nose. Just spray it on like it's fucking Fury Road. Any other actions still? Carl, you're getting audio bleed through from the TV, so you know.
Okay, 1 second.
I would then
It's
just
not my fault. It's the
have
one.
the
I'll be right
salve ready. I believe that's it.
Okay. Neri, the field is yours.
Okay. Unfortunately, I think the problem is I'm just gonna have to like run this turn because I'm pretty far away to be able to do anything.
No, you get to here. That's within like beat stick ranges.
Yeah. I think that's all I'm gonna be able to do though.
Can always ask Victor to throw you.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I mean, delaying your action till after his, but
Better, Bill?
Sure.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Why not? Why not? Let's do the cannonball special. All right, I'll ask about the proposed cannonball special.
okay. Victor's back here, so he'll be moving on your turn. Actually, I'll just roll. He can throw you to like here, and then you can charge if you want to do charging, because that won't count towards your movement. Okay, we'll basically reconvene on that one. Baz.
All right. Just a couple of things I need to figure out first. So last time my god asked me to parlay, I believe, when I requested it for guidance. So I will attempt to ask it again. Are you sure? Or like, should I still parlay?
In regards to the mace, or in regards to the...
Oh, in regards to the people within this room and this ritual specifically.
Okay. Could you roll me a percentile dice, please?
All right. 99.
They have crossed the line. Rebuke them.
I smile even more.
Cast them back down into the pit and annihilate them. Show the moon below what we do to traitors.
Are you choosing to tell the party this information?
Boss would remember
he's-
Eris
This is
talking
this is a
about-
divine handout.
Yeah.
This is that Goblin Slayer handout when just a blitz of light and you just know. Death is the sentence.
I just say to myself, as you wish. Bill. Fuck it. I would like to use Son Wukong's puzzle.
Oh no. I need to remember what that does.
And I want to do it in conjunction with a move action. So, what I'm going to do is, Baz will use his Mokotims to perform a rider kick as a move action. And as a standard action, I'm telefragging myself into this guy.
Okay.
As a rider fan, I have to correct you that it's a rider jump, then a rider kick. But they are still the same action.
No, we're on Kabuto hours. This is like a driving roundhouse.
I'm gonna roundhouse myself through him.
So the new rider has that weird, like completely linear, the accelerated kick. So it doesn't have a jump; it just goes poof, like a rail gun. Which I guess
Single frame.
That's just Ryuki. That's just Ryuki.
True, but he has the advantage of a massive dragon behind him.
So, how does telefragging work in this instance?
In this case, I think it's technically an opposed will save. I forget. Let me double check on Sun Wukong's puzzle box so I see the effect. Golden sparks, invisible. Oh yeah, teleport 20 feet in any direction of your choice. And then monkeys pour out of the gap you left behind.
Also, I become invisible.
Yeah. Okay, I don't have any monkey artwork. Hang on.
Go back. I want to be monkey.
Okay, this'll do. Just press the guard. One for you guys at home. You remember that? Let's go. Okay, in this case, I would say roll an attack roll or save.
I'll go for the attack roll.
See it roll both, in fact.
Okay. Okay. So kick. Check where's. Choose this one. Oh, bro!
Roll it, roll it, roll it.
Oh yeah. Okay. 110,000. $25.69. Wonderful year for New Mombasa. And the will save. Okay.
At least that wasn't the one.
The will save
what?
is 22 in this instance.
Caster's charisma increased by 18 minus present charisma time divided by 2.
By what?
Okay, so what's your charisma currently?
26.
Okay, then that's not applicable because it requires you have an act. It requires you have a charisma low on 18. So in this case,
Okay.
each night as the cast sleeps, their lips move as if they're talking.
Okay.
You have apnea. Okay. Okay. As you attempt to jump in and hurl yourself invisibly at the creature, as it continues its chant with one of its hands extended in a bizarre hand sigil, its other hand grasping the enormous axe. As you hurl yourself forward, it breaks the sigil from its hand and grabs you out of midair. And just next thing you know, all the momentum you'd accrued from that teleportation, that hurling yourself forward through space, is suddenly flung back downwards, your entire body lurching, your brain smacking into your skull as you're planted down into the soil, or into the slurried stone. Your mouth rushes with the taste of your own blood, and maybe even what warriors use, maybe chunks of organ, and you feel the slurried stone just rise up around you, pressurizing your head. And bearing down you from above with that great axe is that Durga. And a unfamiliar fear creeps into your resolve. If you'd like to roll me a spellcraft check.
Alright.
There's something about the way the axe moves and the way it burns. It doesn't sit well with you. Even though your spine is indestructible, something about it itches at the sight of it.
See. Okay, so I essentially get parried into the floor.
Yes. He just grabs you by the face and smashes your head back into the ground.
Alright. Am I actively embedded into the ground or just prone?
You're prone. You will have if you stand up, you will need to roll a reflex save because it is unsteady ground. It's almost like a thin layer of quicksand. The soil here is now rapidly corroding just for the presence of this ritual.
Alright. Let's see. Oh. As a swift action, I would like to activate called the Rebellious Totem, which makes it so that everyone within 30 feet gets to roll twice against mind-affecting effects.
Mm-hmm.
And furthermore, creatures that are under mind-affecting effects get a reroll. Actually, I think it's a caster level check to potentially dispel the effects, specifically.
Okay. If you could just roll for every one of the enemies within range, including the one you're fighting now.
Okay. Plus. So. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Okay, we shall see how that goes down. Any other actions this turn?
Yes, I'll just quickly ask Faustus to wreathe me in holy flame and start charging up. Oh, also, because the Durga grabbed onto Baz, he takes 3d6 holy water damage.
Okay, roll it. Okay. Even as the skin on his hand bubbles, he does not relent in his grasp.
All right.
So this is more of an offhand tactic rather than a true grapple, but the idea resides.
Yeah.
Okay, Victoros. Upon seeing Neri's kind of motion, will grasp the guru by the scruff of the neck and hurl her with his offhand.
We.
Place yourself anywhere within 30 feet.
Okay.
This does not count towards your movement.
Captain is
You may then
asking,
convict.
what about the monkeys?
Oh shit! Thank you for the reminder, Captain.
As well as turning
I
invisible?
had made a note of it. True.
Now you should have control of the monkeys.
Right. Let's see, where are
This is
they?
a swarm of monkeys who are all wearing balaclavas.
Yes. Alright. Yeah, because I think they also get their action already.
Yes.
In that case... Could they try and... Let's see. Assail one of the casters. Try and disrupt the ritual.
Okay, could you roll me a fort save for them as they enter into the room? Because the heat here is unbearable.
Alright.
Those of you who've got armor on have got some modicum of defense from it. And those of you in Kamen Rider suits have got like a timer before it starts to breach through.
Alright. There it is. $18.
That'll be enough. Position your chimps as you would.
Very well.
Keep in mind that as a swarm, I believe they have to engulf the creature in order to...
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're a swarm.
that case,
Is it a large swarm, or is it... I'm not sure how big the monkey swarms
It
are.
is...
Monkey.
Thing is, it says tiny, but I reckon it engulfs
Probably a large group.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Like, you're able to move up, but I'm not sure you necessarily be able to, like... I guess because you auto-attack, you don't actually have to move, so you don't have to attack, so you just move up twice.
True. And they will attempt to strip down this
Okay.
caster.
Roll your damage.
This will be a CMB check, rather.
Mm-hmm. As the chimps hurl themselves bodily at the caster, they suddenly find themselves intercepted. As the Durgar who is currently tussling with you turns, and you see all of his armor ripple as he inhales and just bellows with a force like a hurricane wind, and just buffets them back from the unguarded caster.
I see. Okay, I think that'll be it for my turn.
Neri, as you were.
Okay. I'm gonna... Am I at a slightly higher elevation? Or is this like raised?
You are, well, currently you're in flight.
Yes, higher elevation.
You're on push talk.
Oh, right. So this is as far as I can go. So.
Oh no, this doesn't count towards your movement, so you can
No,
move
I know.
and charge and shit.
Yeah. So I'm asking if I'm landing here on like this thing of rocks, is this a higher elevation so I can get a little bit of a... I mean, I know he's a tall guy, but so I have some height over the Duergar guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Then, presuming, do I have to roll to land without hurting myself, I assume?
There's the acrobatics check.
Okay.
Easy and on your feet.
Okay. And then I will try to basically do like a jump kick You said he's really tall, right?
Yes, he's about 12 feet tall.
12 feet. Okay. So
He's a
he's
cube of flesh and
distracted
armor.
also. Is he also distracted still by the monkeys?
No, he's not distracted by the monkeys. He's
Okay.
currently tussling with Baz.
Yeah. Well, can I see any that place where he's maybe not looking, or wait for a moment while he's distracted by Baz?
Even though he is tussling with Baz, he's got a fairly good grasp of the situation at hand.
All right, I'm gonna do just a jump kick at him then, which I don't know if the primal iron will make any difference against this guy.
We shall see. So you just roll a acrobatics check and then an attack roll.
Yep. Oop.
Unfortunately, you fall short. Should I? It's just that you can move into attack, but you will provoke when you do it.
Okay.
Sorry, got my acrobatics rules mixed up. Unfortunately, as you hurl yourself forward, he tilts the enormous stave of his great axe and crushes down your kick out of midair.
Bruh.
You manage to keep your footing and land, and narrowly dodge a swing from the actual a spike
Yeah.
that lay at the bottom of the stave. Though you do see it crater the ground beneath you.
Oof.
As for Victoros,
Yeah. Well, that's it for me then.
Victoros will move up, and ready is, well, not quite a glaive, but getting there. Fortunately, he uses standard action to throw hell to you, so that's his turn. Ormond, field is yours.
Speed round. Just gonna use two d20 on the sword side. That's another crit. Finally, an 18. They'll turn to Victoris, and they will hand him 3 bottles of Ecto Cooler. Alon will give him the directive: aim for the faces. We'll take it from there, big man. Upon which the ghosts will look around and see where everyone is. Upon which they're going to look over at Eris with a very benign grin. The look on Almon's face is very unwary, as though he's having a conversation with the other that everyone else is not privy to. But the eyes on Alutum will look directly at hers with a bemused but longing chagrin. Eris, do you choose to respond to this?
Are you just looking at her?
He's looking at you like he's sizing you up.
Well, Eris is currently busy summoning, so she will not see it.
Yeah, she can't actually break it with this kind of summoning. You can't really break your gaze away from where you're reaching into the fucking nether world to pull something out. So essentially, you're kind of pseudo blind.
But if you're doing anything that would be considered creepy or perverted, Albert will be growling at you.
He will get right up to your eye line, looking in the same direction you are, and ask, "Do you want some help?"
Albert will growl at you and snap at you.
I believe he's offering summoning help because he also has summoning.
You can do it in a less creepy way. He has words. Use them.
In response to this request, immediately assuming the air, he can't help it. He literally is filled on bloodlust.
Oh.
There's a fucking flashback I didn't expect to have from Berserker Bridge. Wow, Guts, you're almost as blood simple as Caucus.
Should
In
most
reaction-
likely already be getting also help from Mr. Chubsy Wubsy the Bookie Wookie. I almost fucked up
Oh,
there.
If you bring in Chubbs, then
I mean, I would be asking him for help.
how
Shit's
much help
fucked,
do you want?
man. How much is he offering?
We'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
Okay.
Ugh.
In response to your
Chubbs is dancing a little merry jig in his little outfit,
Oh, he's doing
and
a
the
little
spell
dance.
is getting visibly stronger.
He's doing a little dancey dance. Hello, my baby.
looking
Hello,
between
darkness, my old friend.
looking between Chubbs and Eris, he will then begin to do the stickman stupid ass hand dance jig and say, "Seethe," as he elects to help you with your summoning. That's a religion roll, isn't it, Bill?
For summoning, yes.
1 second. I can't see the roll. 21.
21. It's up to you. The spell is growing in stature yet again.
Now, we still have no clue what I'll be summoning. That's the
Yep.
fun part, you know?
Yep.
You know what's even more fun? At times they will adjust to the amount of space that is in a room.
As for the standard action of the turn, after giving a knowing nod to his alleged mate,
Okay. I will say,
Armand,
keep in mind,
Yes.
it is usually a standard action to aid another.
I understand. Armand will visualize where everybody else is in the room, within distance of each other, and will move physically across and rest inside of Comrade. And as he faces into him with a "Hey, what's cracking like it, my friend? What you need? Need some help? Need some eyes? Want some movement? Need assistance with your reflexes? What do you want?" Does
Comrade,
Comrade
what-
choose to respond?
Sounds like a
Comrade.
no.
We shall return to his retort when I believe he might have stepped out. But
Well, yes.
yeah, he said BRB. That was like 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
Okay.
But to finish off the turn, they will not begin the action of it, but Alman will begin the preparation of preparing a meta magic while standing inside of his friend.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It is his turn. I'm not sure if Mark's back yet. We will return to his when that... We'll do retroactively, essentially. Oh, hang on.
Okay.
Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, Sabrak. The
I am back.
mage is... Oh, he's back. Okay, Mark, it's your turn.
Oh, fucking hell, I have a guy.
Also, you're being propositioned by the ghost again. Asking what
Oh.
you need help with.
I think I'm gonna carry on trying to fight this dude from before.
Mhm.
Can I reach? I wanna run up him and grab like this nose thing, flip myself over the back of his head to try and flip him. Does that make sense?
Could you roll me a dance check and a CMB? Okay, let's go roll. Oh, damn. Okay. How would you like to dunk this giant?
Ooh, let's go.
I was, that bit in the Avengers when the Hulk smashing Loki around, like, that's kind of the level of impact that I was imagining. So, yeah, I just want to flip him like
Flip him
onto
like a
his
tech deck.
front and smash him into the ground.
Okay, using the helm, the almost like a stag beetle, like the
Yeah,
almost like
using that like a lever to like increase the. In fact, I want to try and throw him the amount of distance that I got from.
Okay. Which direction would you like to throw in?
In exactly the same place. I want him to land where I landed.
Okay, you'll have to clear your giraffe, but hey, you can roll that 20. Can't argue that. Okie dokie. As you run up, as you leap towards him, you grab him by the prow of the helm, and wrenching with all your might, and even kicking in the inbuilt parts of your suit that help channel the wind. You essentially suplex the enormous modified hill giant back, clearing your giraffe and landing in a heap.
Mm-hmm. I'll be now like standing over here somewhere.
To those watching, you just saw the full might on the suits in action, I suppose. Watching a person who's 6 feet tall hurl a giant that nearly scraped the ceiling. To everyone else in the room, that was the sheer wind pressure from that maneuver. It's like a typhoon. It smashes into the walls and scours the dust from the stone.
Dang.
Any other actions, Mark?
I'm gonna go and teabag him.
Okay, I'll say you just follow along with the suplex. And, yep, roll me another dance check. He's not had another turn yet, so he is not got any attacks of up left. So yeah, it's not the most effective teabagging in the world, but it does work. Okay, that's close that round. Onto the subarach muscle. Both of the subarach will float upwards. In one case, out of the reach of the monkeys. In the other case, just for elevation.
Real quick, Bill. If there's any sort of attempted maintenance of mind control within 30 feet of Baz, the caster actually has to make a magic skill test to maintain the effect.
It is maintained in this case.
All right.
I have a question. Does successfully teabagging cause any kind of morale damage?
Normally it would, but this is someone who's legitimately got like a black steel spike in their brain, so it's not really going to...
Well, I mean to the others around, too.
The majority of the creatures in this room are slaves. They don't really have... Their morale is how far is the spike in my brain
Do we
today.
get a morale boost then?
Yeah. Essentially, next roll you make, get a +1. As the sub-rock continue their chanting, that low, monotonous, almost vibrato tone that resonates throughout all the spikes throughout the body, and the two guards hit in the circle fully manifest, and another two begin to manifest. That should be their turn. On to the God Slaves. One is in a bit of a pickle, and the other one is moving up swiftly. The commandant will glance backwards towards the slave and bark something in the Durgar language, at which point the creature lurches forward, keeping beneath the floating mage, and it will attempt to cleave through your monkeys.
No.
What is their AC?
Let me double check. 15.
With a sound like a tumbled dry with a brick in it, the creature swings around this bizarre polearm. It's just a cleaver on a long stave, and will swing through your chimps. Just double check the amount of damage I gave these things.
The chimps have 22 HP. Oh, but they do take half damage from weapons.
Okay, you're very lucky. They roll terribly, and they don't get to use a full strength on this. Be 17 damage.
Alright.
Please note that these creatures do hit swarms at full damage, however.
Ah, good to know.
But only on those sweeping cleaves that do less actual damage because they don't get to use the full strength.
Gotcha.
The one that's currently having his personal space violated will attempt to break free of you. And will fail because he rolled like shit. He won't break free, but he can stand up. You get a free attack, Mark, if you can make a melee attack.
I'm on mute. I guess. This guy. Can I see his eyes?
Yes, they're kind of glowing pits within the armor.
Alright,
You're not sure if they're real eyes or if they're like just literally burning coals.
I'm gonna jab a crowbar in there and find out.
Roll away.
I'll use a sickle.
Unfortunately, as you jab out with the crowbar, it glances off the helm with a shower of sparks.
Well, at least it will look cool.
Looks the part, mate. Looks the part. Fulduk's turn. Fulduk is now in a enemy-rich environment. And he's going to do what everyone will do in the situation. Two-weapon fighting, because, fun fact, this isn't a great axe. This is a large dwarven war axe. Baz, what's your CMD?
My CMD is 17.
Okay.
If he tries to smash into me, I am going to use an immediate action to try and.
He is going to try and throw you at Neri.
Oh, he's using me as a weapon.
Yes.
Alright. In that case, I wouldn't be able to use the immediate action, logically speaking, because it's to basically sunder an incoming weapon attack.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because you could summon Neri, but
Also, apparently my monkey swarm is dead, because the HP effect also affected the monkey swarms. That was informed.
yeah,
Aw.
Zamus is mentioning that. I was about to ask if that would apply.
Oh well.
Screaming monkey noises.
there will be no monkey magic today. Okay. So, Neri,
Yes.
Baz is hurtling towards you at quite a speed. Do you have any interventions you'd like to make before you get hit with Baz?
Well,
Any
can I just 5-foot step?
prayers?
Unfortunately, do you have any like parries or counters or reactions at all?
Hang on 1 sec, I think I do. 1 second. I thought for sure I did. Wait. Was this it?
Very quick question. Does the crossbow
Oh,
enemy
superior
have...
reflexes. Huh?
Does,
That's
does the
about
cross-
a. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Does the crossbow enemy have 5 health, or is it actually dead?
Oh, and the monkeys are dead.
And that's the giant picture with the glowing eyes?
Yes.
Okay.
This is about attacks of opportunity. I don't think this would be that would count though, would it?
No, not really.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what all I can do besides try and duck, essentially.
Okay. Could you roll me a reflex save?
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
You try to sidestep him, as would be the rules of the Cabotot. Unfortunately, Baz is moving too fast, catches you on the leg, and both of you tumble into a heap.
Bruh.
I'll move you adjacent to each other for the sake of ease. And to follow it up, he will swing that axe at Baz specifically.
Alright. Then I should go into intercept the axe.
Yeah, okay. What's your AC?
My AC is like 25.
You're going to roll that interception.
Yep. This is a sunder attempt against the weapon, and I'm using the mace.
Okay.
So I become visible again.
Okay, roll the damage on that mace.
Alright.
Shit.
Let's see. Bada bing.
There is an enormous flash of white sparks as the two weapons collide.
Oh, also the adamantine
Wouldn't apply in this
will
case.
factor in. I see.
Its hardness is above 20. Strangely, the weapon doesn't break. Even though I will say, as the mace connects, the tendrils that are thrashing around the device are burning holes through the matter of the axe. But even though the axe is seemingly crumbling under its own weight, it holds together as if something otherworldly is knitting back together the different chunks of it. You want me a knowledge marshal?
Alright.
That's the same ritual binding that the Crashing Tempest Academy use.
Hmm.
There's another device on him that basically, unless you break all his weapons, none of them break.
Ah, he did the ritual. I see.
Yes, his weapons are bound by the Crashing Tempest ritual.
Is that also, does that explain like the runes lighting up? Or
That appears to be some kind of runing empowerment. That's rune magic.
gotcha.
It's a good thing you parry that, though. Could you roll me another... everyone who's within visual range, roll me a spellcraft.
Alright.
Of the dude?
Yeah. Armand knows what it is. Baz knows what it is. Okay, you know why your skin was prickling at the sight of this thing. The runes on this weapon, then not they are in Dwarvish, but they're written over existing runes in Goltic.
Huh,
This,
disgusting.
yes, especially when you realize that with that with the power from the runic inscription, this weapon counts as a Vorpal,
Uh-oh.
I see.
which indestructible spine or no, can still go snicker snack and go through your back.
Gotcha.
It rolled an 18. It got real close.
Jesus Christ.
And this creature is also covered in armor plate everywhere.
Oh, not everywhere. This one's got an exposed helm. He does not wear a helm.
Thank you.
You get the feeling that this axe used to be a guillotine.
Ah. Is it of a final nature, or...
Luckily, not a completed one. It seems to have been intercepted before it was completed.
Thank fuck.
Yes, I'm not having you fight. There is a axe that is made from from Toothy Morris, I believe. But yeah, the Frosty Jarl's Lament is not this one. This is similar, but just enough oomph that a Duergar with runic magic can just about bump start the Vorpal.
Can I get a context on that, please?
A final blade is a guillotine designed to kill instantly and devour the soul of anyone it kills. You need to undergo like 10 levels of Grey Gardener secret police training to unlock them.
Does the mace qualify under those rulings?
The mace is far worse than a final blade. Demon weapons are an order above even the final blades. Final blades are artifacts, demon weapons are a problem. Which, by the way, you successfully hit something with the mace. Could you roll me a will save, please?
Wait. Oh, wait.
Here we play a little game called Who Wants to Stand Next to the Guy with the Demon Mace? And the answer is usually no one.
Should be 20.
Okay, 20. You're very lucky. You lucky soul, you. You just about managed to maintain control, and because you saw it reaching towards Neri through the smoke. And you know what happens if this thing touches someone.
Mary, you may want to step aside.
In the distance.
Actually,
Sorry. In the distance. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying, I forgot I had to roll the will save for the axe as well.
Okay. In the distance.
What are you doing in the distance? Yeah.
In the distance, you hear go say, "No! Bad mace! No blood for killing people! The wrong people."
By the way, as you turn to side eye to your right, Baz, you see that the corpses of the monkeys are liquefying.
Oof.
And the skeletons are
moving
screaming.
in any direction.
The skeletons are screaming.
Oh, that's
Like
fun.
the skeletons are feeling pain, even though they are long dead.
Poor monkey.
Curious.
The bones are beginning to melt.
Does it seem like it has anything to do with my mace or the massive
Yes.
ritual circle?
It's the
Okay.
mace.
Okay.
The ritual circle that is exuding heat like a blast furnace is not helping, but the mace is far worse. Like, in the vicinity... Okay, I'll put it this way. Everyone else feels like they're in a sauna. The dry kind of sauna. You feel cold because of the mace. Like, you're on the verge of hypothermia. Everyone else is feeling hotter than Demi Lovato's spoon collection. You might as well be in a deep freeze.
What?
And there's no lights on, then it's locked. Neri, a sensation goes through your spine like someone's walked over your grave.
Huh.
Anyway, that'll be that turn. Eris, How much help do
Summon-
you want?
Yes. Sorry.
You got a +1 from Mark. You got +1 from Armand. How much help do you want from Mr. Chubbs?
I will let Mr. Chubbs decide.
Excellent. Roll me a d20, please.
I will let him decide and then I'll see how much I'm willing to offer. A 6.
Roll me a d10.
4.
Oh, it would be the awkward one.
Any other rolls?
I'm going to read this verbatim,
Okay.
as we are in the rarely seen abstract form section. Normally, this requires a nat 20,
Ooh.
and you've rolled the hardest to explain one by far.
Par for the course for this game.
I'm going to read this verbatim because it is confusing. The imaginary equation, incorrect yet true.
What's 9 plus 10?
Aiden, you might want to gird yourself because this one's going
I
to
was
hurt
saying
you
I'm
as a
already
statistician.
feeling triggered. Okay, go ahead.
Make have is the to and of the meaning numbers power order no sufficient no 1 does not equal 1, a equals b equals c is above a, 0 is more than infinite, f does not equal f, a plus a equals a it is the and x plus 1 to the power of 2 equals x. To act, player must roll dice not his own, multiple dice only multiple owners, roll unimportant just pile of dice with most owners wins. Count sideways, subtract behind, no decision equals no action. All actions accompanied by spontaneous spellcasting of 1d4 level random spells. Random targets in hindsight calculated. Clerics retain faculties, keeps time slipping, must kill the stalwart stabilist to stabilize. Kill until it is dead. First to
Fucking
next sleep.
esoteric
First
shit.
to next sleep dies as brain flees.
How about we don't do that one?
How about we reroll for the sake of everyone's sanity? That's just number 4 isn't on the list anymore. Next time
another
I'll just make
D10?
something up. Yeah, because this one requires actual physical dice.
One.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I do have...
Oh, goody!
Oh,
My
no.
favourite one: the collective unconscious desire for suicide.
I
The second worst one.
I got my
Ah,
Also
yes,
have a
the spirit of
D12.
Finland.
The biological instinct to survive and the intrinsic arrogant assumption of importance in all self-aware beings merely delude the mind about the ultimate truth about the universe. It hates you because you exist and it wants you to die. And sooner or later it will kill you and you will turn to dust. Yet deep below conscious thought, the self knows this to be true and longs to satisfy the universe's desires. The sum of this desire in all beings has become independently sentient in another realm. And with the casting of the spell, the membrane between worlds is sundered and the submerged living thought fights to become an active idea. Everyone that the caster is aware of in the immediate area, including the caster, must make a saving throw versus magic every round. If they fail, instead of their desired action, they will attempt to harm themselves in the most severe manner possible. If there is a convenient cliff or spiked pit, a character will fling themselves off the edge. If they possess poison, they will drink it. If nothing obvious is available,
fuck.
a character will attack themselves with their weapon, doing 1d6 damage each round, with no roll need to hit. Those with no other options will simply slam their skulls into the wall or floor, dealing 1d2 damage each round. Only when all affected characters successfully save in a round, and/or are unconscious or completely incapacitated, will the effect pass. Everyone has become suicidally depressed, just like in real life.
You're welcome.
Were you it's finally happened. My birthday wish has come true.
Bill got his
Suicide.
birthday wish. Everyone wants suicide is painless.
Now we can pretend. We can stop pretending we're having fun now.
Excellent. Finally, I dragged you down all to my level. I'm going to beat you with experience.
Well,
We're going to head
Bill,
camp.
I'm sure you can help each one of us to decide how we'll kill ourselves then.
Excellent.
Of course.
Hang on. Let me conjure in
no.
a suitable icon for this effect.
I don't
So that
think there
everyone
was a
remembers.
whole lot of cursing or anything too bad in this episode so far, but yellow monetization for sure now.
No, the same retard got used like multiple times.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Yeah, that's
wouldn't that
retarded.
Yeah, you have
mean
to- you
like
have to
the
say
big
personal
dudes
retardation.
also? Like these dudes will also Because I'm aware of them.
Yes, everyone.
The giraffe will kill itself.
The giraffe is already on fire. I'm not sure how
Yeah.
much worse it can have a time.
I mean, it can go
We will
into the
head-
water.
True. However,
there's
we will
always something.
headcanon. We will headcanon that Oman's deepest desires to be free of this pact that he has been unfairly binded to has manifested in a suicidal desire in everyone to die.
No, it's just manifested in
We
a
have the
bill
marker for the
appearing.
effect. It has become.
Oh, it's Bill.
Bill! He's here for his birthday cameo.
Yep, his birthday wish. Everyone
What year is it?
suicidal.
Eris
I'm
will
here
tell
to make
him
you all
the
feel
year.
worse.
I'll make him feel old.
Hmm.
Maybe I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't antagonize suicide.
Yes, the summoning has been completed. You now have your round.
I have my own.
You need to make a will save. Make a will save.
Yes.
We have acted. It's finally happened. I was waiting for something esoteric to turn up. I'm just glad it wasn't the fucking equation one.
29.
Which would. Okay, yes, you successfully. Like, the invasive desire to kill yourself is warded off for this turn.
I'll also roll it for Albert.
Albert is not affected because he's a multi-planar creature.
Cool.
And there are certain standards one does not violate, even as a DM as cruel as I am.
I'm gonna
Having the dog
point
kill itself is a step too far.
I'm gonna do point finger guns at Bill. And make him feel old with Zoomer language.
2015 was
Real
8
for
years
real, no
ago.
cap.
It's just a picture of me, but it's wearing black Air Forces.
We were born in 2000 or 23.
American size 15 black Air Forces.
I will be using the
Yeah.
salve on me. And I think it's standard or
Yeah.
attack action that I can use, right?
Attack action, yes.
I
It's
will
the V lone.
I will
low
slap
top.
the salve on myself as an attack action, and I will use my standard. Or I will try to also put some on Albert. I will not move.
There's no penalties to dual wielding salves
Okay, cool.
unless you're using them to attack people.
I mean, only myself at this point. I'm suicidal.
Your fate is clear. You will die alone. You ain't V lone. Sorry, I need to stop riffing off Baku. My name's not Russian Badger. I can't get away with that shit.
Okay, 15 health for me. Away. And then Albert is also gonna get.
Also, doesn't the summon also take 20 damage?
Yeah, don't worry. He
You
would.
can't hurt me more than I. You can't hurt me more than I already have.
The pain of returning to Guernsey, 20 damage.
Oh no, the
No,
mace is
that
trying
was
to
going
eat.
to-
Oh no, the mace is trying to eat me. The mace will look at me. He's like, nah, it's certain things you don't. Certain things you don't put in your body.
There we go. Don't ask why he has 100 health. 108.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. He's a good boy.
Okay,
He
you got
has
yourself. You got a
good
move action
points.
left.
What did Mr. Chubbs want for the help?
His exact words were, "We'll worry about that when we get out of here."
I'll give him a thumbs up.
Also, the look he has on his face when I turn up is like, "I'm not sure I can charge you for this." Out of principle. Mr. Chubbs needs to roll a will save though.
Oh.
That's a bit horrifying, yeah.
No, Mr. Chubbs, you
He
won't
didn't
see the
roll
wiki
very well.
wiki. No.
He didn't roll very well. Hello, darkness, my old friend. It's the Pepe with the. It's like the dancing frog, but with the Pepe sad face.
Oh.
His old artwork.
Oh god. If he tries to kill himself by jumping off of my head, I will catch him.
He turns up to Mr. Stubbs.
It's that frog hurling himself off the bridge. I'm going to commit suicide!
I don't know why it made me think of the rat jumping into the fryer.
It's same mood, honestly.
Ratatouille 2 is a bit dark. But...
The fucking Chinese dub of Ratatouille.
Oh, BG.
Where the protagonist is the main ingredient.
Lao Ban Ma, Lao Ban Ma, Lao Ban Ma. Hang on, I need to blank the blocks. Tiananmen Square. There we go. You have a move
Yeah,
action
we're
left.
fine.
Eris, would you like to use your move action or are you good?
You know what? I've seen what it's did to Baz. I'm gonna step away. No.
It's like charges at him. Ha ha! Oh, good heavens! And it's just dunked into the ground.
Yes. And I have Albert scoot a little bit too. There we go.
Neri, the field is yours.
Okie dokie. Well.
Oh, will save.
Yes.
As the sadness washes over you, as I am present.
No, Bill, I'm always happy when you're present.
Die.
Mm.
Aw, aren't they so
Fug.
cute?
Some are suicidal, some are suicidal. It's not me for a change. Roll that D10,000 chat.
Oh, fuck
This
me,
is,
dude.
watch it give you like immunity to depression or something stupid.
And how are you gonna kill yourself? Alright. That's a very low roll.
She's forgotten she's on push to talk.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
yeah.
Sorry, but otherwise there's a blowback. It's very close to 666.
Okay, you can either have you can't use weapons made of wood, or you cannot cross the threshold without knocking. You got like a double trouble of fucking like vampire problems there.
I guess not use weapons made of wood since I'm martial. Or not martial, you know, like hand to hand.
Hope you don't get turned into wood.
Oh god, let's... I don't count as wood. I'm like some sort
No,
of
you're
weird
stone.
plaster, essentially,
Made
right?
of stone. You're basically made of like drywall.
Yeah, alright.
And crabs
Okay,
are
let's
not
see, I
wood,
hope I don't
thankfully.
get made to get turned
But
to
you
wood.
still failed, so you are suicidal. How would you
Yep.
like to do this?
How would you like to attempt?
You can't really haymaker yourself, it's too awkward an angle.
Yeah.
Could she shake her body and then she like pops like one of those Pepsi bottles? Does it shake too much? Or just crab juice everywhere?
It's like when Bart puts the fucking like like the can of Duff beer in a paint shaker.
Yeah, why
April
not?
Fool.
I guess so.
Since she's aware of the story of getting his name, Kyle, wouldn't she be capable of initiating the ritual necessary to become a Kyle by trying to punch through herself?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. If you did successfully sunder yourself, you would become a Kyle by default.
Would it be a way you want to kill yourself? To become one with your lover?
To become Kyle? Yes, to become one with Kyle.
Yeah.
Yes, let's
I
go.
mean,
Let's go.
I
No,
mean,
some
they
could-
never
some-
leave me. They
Some
pick
would
up my
say,
calls.
some would say you're seeking Kyle.
I am. Have you seen him?
He's about this tall and he lives over there.
Aiden, you're cucking Bill to get with Kyle?
Oh no! In the
In the immortal words of a great man, if he wants the bitch, he can have her.
Well, I mean, Neri doesn't know
Skis
Bill.
out, right?
I mean, even though he's here now, as manifestation of
I'm right here.
that's currently making me want to kill myself.
You return as the DM's girlfriend class.
There is a class for that. I could force that.
Oh.
It's autistic. It's autistic. I don't know how it works myself. The avowed is weird.
All right, I'll try to. I will. I guess. Punch myself as hard as I can. What's like if you're trying to kill yourself with your own fists? Choke yourself? Well, I want to punch myself though. 'cause
Punch
it-
yourself. Do it. Do
Yeah.
it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Okay.
Because you're not
Wait,
grappler.
wait,
You're not trained in
punch
it.
the one
Yeah.
rock on your hand.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I still have
use
that big
that to-
boulder on my hand.
Use
So
that.
oh god, I need to roll a knuckle rock.
Oh no, Nakarok's
Knuckle rock's
me.
passed.
Oh,
Rockalavi.
F and Chad.
Yeah, I guess I'll just try to pummel myself to death. Break the drywall.
Like Blockalivy.
If I do punch like a
Self-sufficient
hole in
Kyle.
myself, well, I don't even know how that would work.
Self-sufficient Kyle. Can be your own drywall.
Become your
Self-replenishing.
own drywall.
Roll it.
All right.
What's she rolling at? 20. Not far off it.
Mm.
Oh, you roll 16. Now you don't take gentle touch because you can't.
Oh right,
That's
yeah.
not lethal, so you just take the 13.
Yeah. So wait, so it's just the 13, so it's just minus 8, which would. Oh, all right, well I'm dead.
What the fuck is the hoodie?
You should be at max life.
No, I'm not. Oh, wait?
I healed you on my first turn.
I thought it only gave me a little bit. Okay, never mind.
No, unless Bell rolled differently, getting blood of you should
Okay.
give you full health with 1 drop.
Bill, I think the hoodie might be the extra attack granted by the monk's robes. that she
Yeah.
got. I'm not
Oh.
entirely sure how that works.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Does that? Well, should I include that then?
No, you need to roll the once. You need to swing once. It just says you need to attack yourself once.
Okay, so then it would actually be 13 plus 6. Yeah. So, okay. 17. Wait.
See, I need to roll a will save myself because there's another couple of things kicking around. Oh dear. There's a slight rumbling sensation from somewhere. You're not sure where. As you watch as the cracks like fan out from where you smashed yourself in the face. Ormond, do you particularly feel like the untoward sensation is close by?
Kyle?
And you-
Well, I'm just crying out of my deep suicidal depression.
I like how the bewildering thing that we summoned in is also the one that destroys the action economy if you fail a will save. Oh well, it's one way to keep the turns nice and brief. But
We'll save.
will save.
Alright.
That was nearly a 1.
E.
You pass.
Excellent. Okay. Let's see. I'll tell Faustus to keep charging up.
You are quickly climbing into the cold chill of the maze is starting to give way to the inner warmth from Faustus.
Excellent. Furthermore, I will. Let's see. Okay. I will, as a move action, attempt to kick away one of the legs of the Durga using the Mokatins.
Well, Mockatims
Alright.
is still one of the most cursed things. It's so bewildering. That's the ones I find so cursed. Timberland probably make moccasins as well. That's what fucks me up. Okay. With a mighty hoof, you smash the creature's shins out from under it and bring it down to your level.
Excellent. As a result, I think it gets hit with the spray as well.
Seems legit.
Alright, so that'll be 3d6. Yeah. I tried looking for the description of it, unfortunately. I can't find it anywhere in my notes. Okay. Oh by the way, was it still holding on to Baz?
No, it held you.
Okay. Alright. And...
It winces as like chunks of its beard clump up and melt. And you can see it starting to run down inside the armor.
And I also get a free attack against it because of the version of improved trip I have. So as it falls down, I will attempt to catch it with the mace.
Okay. So if you can have one will save in a turn, you might as well have two.
Why not?
Oh, yeah, that'll do the trick. As it topples over, you smash it into his side. These are all will save. So do you.
Alright.
Okay. It just about brings the axe down and cleaves through some of the spectral hands reaching towards it, protecting himself at the last second. And you just about hold on yourself. I'd like to point out, this is a DC 20 will save.
Okay, that's good to know.
You have had a meets beats on like 4 separate occasions.
I've been living on the edge. Duly noted.
Well, if anyone wants to draw a spellcraft on what the mace is trying to do, you may. I will also say that Neri, you don't like being close to that mace.
Mm.
Oh, wait, no, you're under the effects. You're under the effects. You think that mace?
Oh yeah, I like the
best
mace.
It's great.
Oh, let's
The mace's friend.
Oh, sweet release.
Okay. Any other
Oh,
actions?
I still had a few actions.
I clicked it. It
No
was
worries. Hooray for the spellcraft!
roll it.
Oof.
Alright. Let's see.
It's going great right now.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. 9276.
Nearest river is now 1d4 times as deep as if it was as it was this morning, or
As in this
the
one over
next
here.
2 turns, 3d10 feet of snow covers a 60-yard radius. Oh yeah, that would. Roll me a 1d4.
One.
Okay, it's the same size. That could have been disastrous because I can't redraw that. It's baked into the actual map.
That's okay. You could have just drawn some blue all over it with a pen tool.
The issue is that pool is quite deep. Because when a ritual of this magnitude is going on, and especially when someone's summoning, what happens to a pool?
Ugh.
You get Faustian displacement, which causes the pool to become infinitely deep.
Oh.
That's why you do not allow water sources near you when you're summoning. You end up with Faustian burn.
Ironic.
It's not ironic
Also,
when you named the fucking demon.
Yes. Also, since it fell to the ground, in typical knightly fashion, I'm gonna fucking crawl up to him like a gremlin, take out my Ocantha's ritual dagger, and just start stabbing.
Excellent. Swing away.
Alright.
I've initiated the grapple. As a knight, I shall do the honourable, chivalrous thing and stab this man through the eye socket.
Give him the fucking London handshake. Also...
Give him the old Swindon shuffle.
Yes. Also, I wreathed the fucking thing in holy light. Fuck this guy.
Oh, don't worry. Something's being channeled.
So, first stab. Second stab.
Bill,
what was the crit rate? What was the crit rate on the Ritual dagger again?
Scientific 20.
Okay, gotcha. Then it wouldn't be a crit.
It's for the best.
Yeah.
It's just wailing on this man. Oh,
Yep.
Durga.
And this is for the holy light. He gets hit with.
I think a bit of.
Ooh.
I just start fucking coughing away his soul.
Okay, as you plunge the knife into his chest, could you roll me another will save, please?
Hell yeah. Alright.
I'm gonna start counter every time. Oh.
By the way, if this is an evil effect, it's
Oh no.
3 higher, so 22. For the result.
No, this is a bit beyond that, I'm afraid. Okay. Because when you're wielding these, chosen to wield the two most evil weapons you have, which
Yes.
kind of breaks the protection from evil when you're doing that. Of more pressing concern is the fact that as you slip the knife between his ribs, a tendril climbs in after it.
Hmm. Does it emanate from the mace?
Yes.
I see.
You see, like, one side of his face slump. And it starts to stare out, "What are you doing? Why did you bring that here? Are you mad?"
Yes, I am.
It's gonna do something I don't do very often. Boy, as the knife slips in, you see the tendril slip through the rib cage. You see it just start burning black molten holes in his flesh. Imagine a
See.
time-lapse video of the bubonic plague.
Oof.
It's like running it's like running a blowtorch through butter.
Well, that answers my question of I don't know what that looks like. Thank you.
He's hanging on to life by a thread. He rolled within, like, I'll put it this, like, people have been rolling well on their spellcraft, correct? So I get to tell you what this thing is. That mace, living or undead, one brush with it is a save or die. It's a disease effect, which bypasses immunities, but otherwise works like disruption, but applies to both living and undead creatures. So every iteration of the disease's effect is a save or cease.
Bruh.
So that everyone's on the same page. That is what that mace does. It is a death plague for both the living and undead alike. And this man passed his first save, but we'll see if he passes his second. Any other actions, Bats, as you are orchestrating a particularly dangerous situation?
Yeah. Could I roll knowledge religion to just start, like, doing, like, weird Latin chants or something?
You may essentially, you would essentially have to start conducting an exorcism to
Yes.
rebind him. That would actually take concentration, and you'd have to be out of combat to do it. Basically, you need to be out of melee at least, and it will take like a full minute.
Alright, in that case, that will be it.
Okay. Victoros' turn. Victoros will... Oh yeah, Victoros is from the Bronze Age. He doesn't actually have a suicide compulsion.
It just reminds me of when we were at the history museum in DC, Bill, and there was that one model of like ancient. Oh no, it was like of one of humanity's ancestors, and it's just this big smiling ape, and you were like, "Here's the last time humanity was happy."
Go back! I want to be monkey.
Well, the monkeys are they still dissolving?
I don't want to be those monkeys.
Yeah, I don't want to be that monkey either. I'm good. Actually, no, right now, Neri does want to be the monkey. That one.
They've been turned into a Chinese gelatinous treat.
It's fine. It's bush meat. It's fine. It just because it's now a consistency of Ardennes pate. Okay. He was told to move forward and aim for the mouth, so you'll do what people from the Bronze Age do best, which is hurl things at things. He's going to pivot and basically pitch these vials at both of the giants. First one he nails in the mouth. Second one he nails in the mouth as well. God damn.
Now, since he's doing that on his turn as an instant, I can actively use Grand Malevolency to attempt to possess them on their turn.
Mm-hmm. Though I will say, given the ammo, I think we've made good headway for this session. It is 11. I'm mindful of time, people's scholastic needs. So I feel we shall reconvene next week at the top of initiative. And for episode 50, I reckon we might be able to wrap this up, because quite frankly, that motherfucker isn't looking too great.
Way.
Yay.
Also, quick question before. Are these also affected by suicide?
If
All these
creature-
other... Because I am aware of them, that they are in the room.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like the
they will have to roll saves.
Casters
Just
and
that
stuff?
I will say that if you oh god, didn't mean to do that shit.
He approaches.
I will say that that's probably what they will do on their turn, which is try to march into the circle and incinerate themselves. But these, I'll give you this for free. Hang on,
Way.
because you rolled really well earlier. These are the Duergar equivalent of the Royal Guards. They're built different. We shall see, though. You never know. They might roll poorly. No, my luck, they will. In any case, boys and girls, ladies and gents at home, that convenes us for the evening on the episode that, unfortunately, fell on a very unfortunate day for everyone. For mankind at large.
Yeah,
I hope you enjoyed this
Okay.
session.
did survive though.
Just a bit.
I only threw up once. Unironically, that's why
So
I'm on push to
concerning.
talk. That and the reverb.
It do be like that. I hope to see you all next week, where we reconvene for the 50th episode.
Ooh.
Time will tell if these people will survive to the end of it.
I'm surprised we are
It's.
still
I mean,
alive,
it
honestly.
seems like it might be turning, but I don't want to say that without knocking on wood. Yep.
That desk is veneer, it doesn't count.
Oh well. Well, we'll see you all next week, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the regular News and Politics stream, where I think we're gonna watch some interesting videos and stuff, and usual politics news. You know, hopefully I'm feeling better by tomorrow. It's now been 2 weeks. I'd really like to stop being sick.
I have been working on this Russell Brand video
Oh,
for a week now. And there's a section in it where I'm like, oh, I think I just made Osama bin Laden sound really based. It was
I
a
like
pure
that to it.
accident, but
Well, we've all done that before. Anyway,
Maybe like-
yeah, I'll look forward to Mark's new video, my stream tomorrow. Anybody else have anything they want to talk about, Carl?
I will be subjected to torment by my stream as I am forced to write femme domination
Oh, right.
erotica on my birthday tomorrow.
And yes, preemptively happy birthday to Carl, and of course happy birthday to Bill. I had no idea you guys had birthdays one day after another. That's pretty cool.
The devil makes intentions where he had ruined God's plans.
Bullshit. It's just that both of us will probably conceive on New Year's.
I don't want to think about my parents' fucking Bill!
Too late.
All right. Well, with that thought and on that note, I think we'll end it here, guys. See you all next week for hopefully the stunning conclusion in the 50th episode of Rolling in the Isles. All right. Take care and bye bye.
There'll be no stream tomorrow if I say nit.
God bless those